I found something out a couple hours ago. Loads of your favorite YouTubers have had videos stolen from them, and this has been going on for quite a while. This has happened with me. This has happened with PewDiePie. Any big YouTuber that you watch that you can think of, this company has been stealing them, giving absolutely no credit. So Annie Gilbertson and Alex Rayner of Proof News just put out a huge document, basically an investigation into an AI model called eleuther.ai. And this is an AI that Apple has been using, and they've been training this AI with over 170,000 videos without any creator's permission. Now, the way I found out about it is because another YouTube content creator, Salty K Dan, basically put a tweet out saying how, his videos were stolen by this AI. Now, thanks to Proof News, they actually built a searching tool that you can actually use to see if this AI is stealing your videos as well. Just in case one of your videos was used for this research with the biggest quotation marks imaginable for this eleuther.ai, which is a model GPT-3. This model is being used by so many companies. Apple, that do the overpriced phones, Nvidia, that do the graphics cards that get outdated within 3 months, Salesforce, Anthropic as well for their own purposes. Now, what could this huge monolithic company actually be using? What are they trying to learn by going through videos? Because I have looked through the search bar and they have taken some very bizarre videos, especially from me. I mean, just taking a look on the search website here, you can see that they haven't taken recent videos. They've taken videos from like 2016, 2015, 2018, Fortnite Bizarre Adventure, the Keemstar and Tobuscus rant, the truth about machinima, the end of Jake Paul. They just seem to be taking like a random hodgepodge of like old videos, like nothing too recent. I think the most recent video on here is like 3-4 years old. And even if you go into the search bar and you look up like PewDiePie, for example, you can see that they've taken loads and loads of his videos, but it always seems to be between like a 2017 to 2019 gap. Like, again, not more recent videos, almost as if like if they took a more recent video, that would be bad. But what is their master plan? What are they doing with these videos? Because again, something tells me it's quite a bad idea to steal old YouTubers' videos, because the way people spoke, the verbiage, it was a little bit different. I'm sure you remember the infamous PewDiePie bridge incident.
Be careful in the bridge. Shut up.
Or how there's a compilation of me on YouTube saying slurs because I was a complete edgelord that never left the house. Well, apparently they are taking subtitle transcripts to train their own AIs from. So they're not using the actual videos as a template. They're just using what's being said and then using that to train the AIs to understand the language better. Which again, this sounds really, really bad. Do you really want like old YouTube videos where everyone like spoke completely differently for the worse being used to train AI? If anything, this calls back to an AI that Microsoft had years and years ago, and they were basically training that AI, like the public when it got released, to talk about a certain Austrian painter. Now, you might think this is totally within the realms of reason. I mean, you've uploaded a YouTube video. It's out there for the world to see. So what if some companies, harvest your data? Because that's probably happening anyway. Well, unsurprisingly, big companies hate one another, and this actually goes directly against YouTube's terms of service. And this isn't even the first time that YouTube has had to, directly address this issue. Apparently, all the way back in April, OpenAI got like a little warning shot off from YouTube, and this directly came from Neil Mohan, who's the CEO of YouTube. Susan Wojcicki, the person that everyone used to meme on, she's stepped down. She's no longer CEO. Now it's this guy, Neil Mohan. And also to get involved is the Google CEO, Sundar Pichai, and basically saying, no, don't do that, to train a GPT-4 language model. Now, it's like serious business, like very serious business, as I adjust my suspenders, if not only the YouTube CEO is getting involved, but the Google CEO, because as you know, Google owns YouTube. I gotta take a step back for a second though. I just love how this AI is using some of the worst videos imaginable to train its AI. It's not, selecting. I mean, there's some great YouTubers out there. I think one thing that scares me about this AI model is how it's using just random YouTubers. I mean, it's used some intelligent ones. For example, it's using Vertitasium, who's a really great YouTuber. He makes these like documentaries on, science, philosophy. He ranges from like, black holes to like impossible math problems. Really great content. But then also to train its model, it's using surviving 24 hours straight in the Bermuda Triangle from Mr. Beast, or teens react to subscribe to PewDiePie, Mr. Beast. But then on the other hand, the AI is using like rice gum for an example. So you've got the, these great equations of like, oh, if you use Einstein's theory, the universe could end, as opposed to why I'm quitting YouTube, parentheses, professional Fortnite by Rice Gum. So yeah, this AI takes no survivors. One thing that's really surprising, actually, is I've tried looking up YouTubers I watch, like Critical, Umperville. They actually haven't been used in this AI, mostly because from what I'm seeing, this AI is scraping older videos. Now, originally I thought this is because the AI is scraping older videos. So when someone had like a huge shift in their channel, like for example, Umperville used to make like, you know, like TikTok reactions and Discord reactions, but now he's moved over to more commentary stuff. He's had a shift within the past couple of years. But then on the other hand, someone like Critical, who's basically been doing commentary since he started doing YouTube. So it really doesn't make sense as to why like some channels are being completely ignored and others aren't. Looking more into it as well, the AI seems to only pick a few videos from certain channels, like for example, Mr. Breast, Mark Ass Brownlee. They've had like a few videos taken from each other. Meanwhile, PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye have had like 330 videos used each. And they're not even going for the smaller YouTubers as well. They're going for the corporate channels. For example, BBC, NPR, Wall Street Journal, Harvard, and even, you know, late night shows like Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, you know, the TV funny men. All their stuff has basically been used without their permission. And even looking at my stuff, basically they have stolen 52 main channel videos from around 2015 to 2019. This includes my PewDiePie videos, my Belle Delphine videos. Oh my God, we are, woo. This is like a Back to the Future episode. We are delving deep. ASOT, a series of tubes. Remember when I used to do that?
A series of tubes.
And how everyone wants me to do it again, despite the fact the format would basically not work now because news stories come out and die within 12 hours because of TikTok. Even some of my old videos, like for example, MLG GTA 5. Remember that classic? That classic video? They stole that as well. They even used the Misha song. You know that kid that did that song?
Cyberbully channels are
They stole that. They scraped it. Now, I'm really trying to understand why they would scrape these particular videos. The only real thing I can think of is they were all over 1 million views, except like 5 of them that were about to break 1 million views. And the thing is as well, the subtitles that YouTube used are absolutely useless for all of these old videos because people went in and edited the metadata, like basically giving their own subtitles. Look, for example, this video, Jake Paul, the master of manipulation. It opens up with, "Hello guys, lesbian here, XD, DDD." Like, what, how is the AI model going to be able to train that? Now, one thing that was really interesting about this AI model is it was actually using conspiracy theory videos as well. Like, for example, you know, flat earth videos, a few of them actually crop up in the search engine. But again, loads of other creators were hit. I mean, for example, H3 Productions, Ethan and Hila now obviously have their very successful podcast. The actual H3 Productions channel is pretty much, you know, dead in the water. This is similar to other creators as well. Like, for example, Shluk, someone who is, you know, incredibly famous and well known, but his actual starting channel, his platform, the original one, is pretty much dead in the water. But on H3 Productions, when they used to upload, they had around like 21 of their videos hit. Danny Gonzalez as well, one of the like American side commentary channels. Brutal Moose was another YouTuber that got hit. I actually used to religiously watch Brutal Moose at one point in my life when he did like, you know, game reviews and stuff. I'm going on his channel now and he's doing like, he's doing like food reviews. I mean, his views are still great, but like, what? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I respect it. But Danny and Brutal had about like, you know, 10 videos of theirs stolen by this AI. Meanwhile, other creators like Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, Jarvis Johnson, Jay Schlatt, collectively, they had like 1 or 2 videos referenced each. So really not a lot, almost as if they were like handpicked. And Sniper Wolf was also included. She had 19 of her videos taken by the search engine. I hate the fact that we have an AI that is trying to learn how to spoken, not how to speak, how to spoken. And it's using Sniper Wolf videos. Are you serious? Like, if that AI is ever allowed, like, in public domain, it's basically just going to respond to everything in a soy face going, "Oh my God, guys, whoa! Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh my God." Even Philip DeFranco, he had like 58 videos stolen. But again, that kind of makes sense because he does news coverage and stuff. But many of those videos were actually stolen in 2020. They weren't like recent videos. I'm trying to look up YouTubers that blew up within the past like year or so, like iShowSpeed. But again, because this like AI was basically scraping older videos from like 2020 and before that, he doesn't come up. And again, it's really weird because they've taken from so many big YouTubers, but like I've said, you know, they haven't taken any of Charlie's videos, none of Umperville's videos. Meat Canyon as well, who does like, you know, incredibly well put together animations that pretty much always go viral. So what the AI is trying to like train itself on, I'm not really sure. I'd also like to point out that a lot of the videos it stole from me, that is back when I was doing the cringy fake deep voice. I have no idea why I was doing that, honestly. It's so embarrassing.
So today we're going to be talking about a specimen of YouTube, someone that I actually still can't tell whether they're just a troll or mentally insane.
It's definitely up there in the top 5 most embarrassing things I've done in my life. It's probably number 5. Also, looking in the archives as well, it seems that around like 12,000 videos that were used have actually been like deleted by the uploader, because that's what, you know, a lot of YouTubers end up deleting their content because of like copyright restrictions. They're not happy with the product anymore. They feel like it's aged poorly. I mean, one thing that's pretty scary is one YouTuber, for example, that they reference in this article, they basically deleted all their content off YouTube. Not like 1 or 2 videos. They nuked their entire channel, but still the remnants, like the soul of those videos is still being scraped by that AI. So even though the guy's basically tried to clear up his entire channel, the AI is still using it to learn. Now, things get really, really interesting when you start to actually look into eleuther.ai, because I'll be honest, before looking into this, I have never heard of that company in my life. I've heard of, you know, OpenAI, Anthropic, you know, other companies, but I've never heard of this one. And all this data comes from their open research, which is called the Pile. I feel that the Pile is like a very disingenuous name. It's basically like calling all of your data you've collected the slop bucket. But there aren't only subtitle transcripts available here. There's more stuff. There's even various books, Wikipedia articles, because as we know, Wikipedia is like the paramount of getting information. You know, the fact that, you know, there's definitely not Wikipedia articles that people randomly edit to lie about certain things. Now, the reason behind all this is they're basically trying to teach AI how to learn and converse with people. And they're trying to do it with open source purposes, because as we know, like all the AI companies in the world at the minute, they're basically owned by just like a couple of big conglomerate companies. However, despite that, like I said, they've taken over, well, nearly 200,000 YouTube videos to use their AI models and train them. And again, it's like they can claim that it's like fair use, but is it really? I mean, fair use is what YouTubers use when they react to like a film or a trailer or, you know, like a TV show, a certain yellow killing show that I might have covered a few years ago. That is fair use because you're transforming it. You're like adding something into it. You're critiquing it. This isn't like transformative. You're just scalping information to feed an AI model. I mean, again, once you upload a video onto YouTube, surprise, surprise, it's there for the world to see, for better or for worse. But again, I don't really think that gives the right to AI companies to be able to scrape it and to use it as data without giving, you know, YouTubers any kind of like basic compensation. Also, keep in mind, this is like all without the creator's consent as well. It's not like an email was sent out being like, hey, by the way, we just stole a bunch of your videos to train an AI. I mean, honestly, if anything, this makes me want to upload some of the worst videos imaginable. I know I upload slop, right? Like just complete bottom of the trough slop. But imagine if I just uploaded absolute garbage that's even worse to purposely corrupt this AI model. Like, I don't know, I could be doing like a video on like Elden Ring on like the best strats and purposely giving out the worst information possible. Yeah, read every sign that says jump off a ledge. That'll definitely help. I record a video for 20 minutes and then my editors slave away, putting all of it together into something actually watchable. I make thousands of dollars and oh goodness. Oh, is that the time? Oh, I better go back to bed, guys, or play video games until 3 in the morning.
Oh, fuck.
Again, being a YouTuber is very serious business and it's very hard. But obviously there are problems with being a YouTuber, you know, like copyright, demonetization. I mean, I've already cried about this before, but like in the past week, I've had like 3-4 videos that have all been age gated, which obviously is not very good. But now creators have to worry about like videos that they've made being scraped and used for AI, especially like older videos as well. Like I talked about a YouTuber earlier on that like deleted their entire channel, but like their content is still being used by this machine. But again, honestly, it is a very scary thought. I have no idea how this AI is going to learn or like treat people. It's basically using 2016 YouTube videos, like filthy Frank era YouTube videos. I have no idea what's going to happen with this AI, but it's probably not going to be very good. It is really interesting to see what will happen now. Will Apple and these other companies using this AI get into trouble? I mean, Mark Brownlee put out a tweet basically saying he doesn't think that Apple are going to get into any kind of trouble, but it is terrifying because we're basically training AI from like the most edgy era of YouTube. Could you imagine if they finally like finalize this bot, this AI, and it basically just speaks like Leafy is here? Oh man, 2016. We're back, boys.